जो नीचे का गेट बंद करो कसम, सकीना आ जाएगी तो बंद कराना। Hi, someone has joined me. You can wave or say your name in the comment section. So I'm painting these periwinkles here. I started this painting yesterday, and I thought I'll be just completing it live. I just had done a bit of flowers in the background, and now I'm just going to complete it. First is like I'm doing the flowers. After that, I'm going to build up the base with the lighter shade of green just to increase the volume. And then, if you are here with me, you will probably see how I'm going to complete it up. It's a long process, maybe it will take half an hour, but again, if you're here with me, definitely we're going to make it. So here it goes, a few more flowers around, and then probably we'll just start with the next color, which is a base green that I do in the background, because when you are into the wild, you see the beauty of the flowers up front, but they also have a background, which probably consists of different flowers or maybe leaves as well. So I'm going to start with that. So here it goes. Just a few more flowers to go on, and then we proceed further. So you can see that I'm not using a pencil. I have not done any rough sketch with the pencil to kind of get this done. It is directly the brush and the paint. So I'm just roughly forming the shape of the petal, and then I built up the color. I'm taking more of water here because water has this amazing built up capacity which can, I can add or subtract the color, the intensity I can increase or decrease by using the amount of water. So I want the flowers to be on the lighter side, so I'm using more of water and less of color. So here it goes. And then in the center, you must have observed the periwinkle flowers. They generally are brighter in the center. So going on with the same pattern, I'm just trying to do the same here. Here it goes. Painting is a therapy, of course. I hope whoever is indulging into it, they find a bit of relaxation and they feel that the stress is getting released. So again, it's like a therapy. It calms your mind, it calms your heart, and again, when you are calm and composed, you are ready to take the world again. So this is one of the hobby that I have been following since my childhood. But again, due to certain reasons, as we grow up, other priorities like education and other things, they take up the front seat, and what you generally love to do takes a back seat. So I had to give it up for certain reasons. But again, I believe that we should not just completely give it up. We should just keep all these things alive in us in some way or the other, because this is whatever gives us happiness, we should never stop doing it. So I feel it's a good reason to rejuvenate yourself, to kind of relax up yourself. And of course, the nature is beautiful. If you observe the nature, it is beautifully created by a God. So the beauty of nature is absolutely breathtaking. I mean, anyone who would love nature in the form of birds or flowers or butterflies or anything that you see around the sea or the mountains, nature that has been created by God is immensely beautiful. It is colorful, it's beautiful, it's give you a deep relaxation, it calms your mind and heart. So if you indulge yourself, even like if you are stressed out and you just take a walk by the roadside or in your garden or something, you will feel a lot of relaxation because nature calms you down. And my work here, when I'm painting flowers, when I'm doing things like this, because I'm reminiscing about the nature that I have observed, the flowers that I have observed, it shows in my work somewhere. And again, it's a great way of relaxation. So I would encourage you all to never give up on the hobbies or the things that you love doing. Take out some time to do it because it's a great way of keeping you sane in this mad world. We know things are pretty tough, things keep on coming or going, but again, we should never stop believing in ourselves. We should never stop doing what we love the most because it somehow keeps us sane in this mad world. So you can see that I have done the flowers now. Most part of it is done. It's looking beautiful. I hope you are able to get the color correct. Here it's beautiful pink on the magenta side, I would say. And where you can see that wherever I have used less of color and more of water, it is more bright, light pink, baby pink, I would say. And wherever I have built up the color, you can see it's more vibrant and lively there. So it just depends on the amount of water that you're using here, and it goes that way. So I'm done with the pink. I'm probably taking up the pale green that I was talking about earlier here. You can see this green I'm taking this, and I'm using a lot of water here because I want it to be in the background. So I want the color green there, but of course not to be like more highlighted or something like that. So here it goes this way. Just pale green, and I'm just going to do the background showing how the color builds up. I mean, when you are into the green or in the wild, you see how everything is not together. You see various colors, and some things are on the front, up front, and others in the background. So it goes like this. Just roughly, I'm going to support my flowers with this green, and this generally makes up for the base. You roughly support the flowers. I mean, maybe 2 or 4 leaves together coming up. In the corners, probably you can just give one leaf support, just to fill as much space as you can with this color, because this supports the main painting, this builds up the background, and again, you can use this. So here it goes. Just connect and space it up in a way where you can just put as many leaves as you want, because this is the basic background of the whole painting. I hope you're liking it till now, the green part. So here it goes. I hope you're able to see it properly even. So there it goes. I'm just filling up as much space as I can here. It will be done in no time. You can see that I have completed most of it. Just a pale touch to the whole sheet, giving it a more trying to give it a more vibrant look, just building up in the background, so that when I'm using the other color for highlighting, this probably shows up that the sheet is not white, it is having some color in the background as well. So the idea is to cover as much space as I can, so that when I'm using the highlighting color, this green gives a good support to it. So here it goes, like this. The idea is just to get as many petals I can, maybe couple, a pair of two, or something like a pair of a single stem with 3 leaves on it. So it depends. I mean, according to the space that you have, you just build it up and cover as much space as you can, just to kind of show the cover up the whiter sheet part of the sheet. So it goes like this. Any over space can also be covered. Just using swift hands and giving every flower a support of a pair of leaves, maybe two sometimes or three according to the space that is available there. But no flower is left to be alone. They all are having their significant pairs. So it goes like this. Cover as much space as you can because this is forming the background and we don't want it to look empty. Covering up most of the white space here. I hope you like it. See, this is how it's coming up. So we have the base built up. I hope you can see it in the sunlight as well. So this is how it looks. A beautiful pretty pink. Maybe the color of the periwinkle itself, and a soft background of the leaves. So we are done till here. Now we proceed to the third step, which is the highlight color. I'm using sap green with along with the support of black because this is the highlight color and I want it to be a little darker than the other pale color. So the leaves that I'm going to do now are not going to be so roughly. They are going to be properly shaped up. Why? Because they are the highlight and we cannot just do it so in a rough manner. So the idea is just to take colors on the brush. I'm using a 00 brush here. You can see, I hope the camera catches it. Yeah, so I'm just going to use it like this. The leaves are going to be smaller as compared to the other ones. They are going to be more defined like this, and this becomes the highlight color because the background was pale. It was just a support that I was building up on the sheet, but when we are highlighting we need to be careful with the work because we cannot be as casual as we were in the previous step. So you have to use very fine strokes, keeping in mind the shape of the leaf, and then just gradually build up the color. Delicate fine leaves this way. So when you can see the moment I'm just doing these delicate leaves, the flowers are getting an instant highlight. So this is the whole idea, to give it a more highlighted look. It's more of sap green, less of black, just giving it more definition. So just a delicate stem, very fine line, and then just gradually small leaves like this. So this is the idea of doing it up. So you can see the moment I'm adding this different color, darker shade, there's an instant push to the whole thing out. It's just fine, delicate work. You don't have to put a lot of pressure. It's just fine, delicate work. वही रख दो ऊपर. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure, just nice, swift, delicate hands with the delicate push of the color. Just shape your petals really well because this is the highlight color, and Since you're highlighting, this forms the front part of the painting. This becomes the highlight of the whole thing. So it has to be defined, it has to be precise, it has to be clean and nice. So this does take time, but again, patience is a key. It's a virtue. You will be happy with the final result that you get after this. Just steady hands and clean swipe of color. I mean, just a small stroke, delicate one, and just build up the color. I mean, just do the leaves, just shape it up, and you will be happy with the result. See how it goes. Just do as many leaves as you can. Why? Because you are doing delicate, soft leaves. I mean, fine leaves, I would say. So this has to be forming the upfront of the whole painting. So the flowers and these leaves will ultimately be the highlight of the show. And you can see the background, how the background is also playing its part here. It is giving it a more volume to the whole painting. You can see it is looking clustered because we have done a pale green in the background. It somehow catches up really well. And when you sum it up together with the flowers, with the light leaves and darker part, it comes really well. I hope you are liking my work. Please do forward the link or share my channel to your loved ones as well. If they are interested in painting, if they want to learn, they can kindly follow me and subscribe to my channel for a regular update and live sessions. Maybe I can inspire certain people to just kind of pick up their brushes and restart with their hobbies, because this is how we learn, and by supporting with each other. So I want you all to kind of get started with some hobby in your life, so that even when you're down, if you're depressed or you're not feeling good, any hobby, be it painting, singing, playing any musical instrument, it can instantly lift you up. So the idea is to keep going, because life never stops teaching us. So we should be prepared, we should be always kind of ready to take it on. And I feel going together with your hobbies does keep you sane. You can see how beautiful it is looking. Started to look now. And when I do the complete thing, the whole sheet, I'm sure you will love it more. slightly longer process because you have to be very precise with the work here. So it is going to take some time, but again, patience is a virtue, and we are going to stay here. Because once the painting is complete, the level of satisfaction, the level of happiness it provides is tremendous. I mean, you cannot kind of measure it up. It's beautiful. It's a very beautiful feeling. So it's satisfying, it's relaxing at the same time, and you feel you have accomplished something. I had painted this pattern earlier also when I had put my exhibition in Kunstskapskolen School, and it was applauded, and it was bought by one of my customer who's a doctor. And again, she called me up and she gave more orders for the same painting in different colors. So I made a blue for her of the same pattern. She already bought this lavender one. I made a blue color for her. I made a yellow color for her. And I also made a mixed color. I mean, it was like a vibrant one with all the colors I could think of. And she just loved it. She wanted to gift it to someone, and she absolutely loved it, and she took all the three from me. The colorful one was an option, but she loved it and she took that as well. So I'm recreating this pattern because when it is done, it looks beautiful. Trust me. It does look good. Trust the process. I mean, what you are doing, just trust your abilities, have faith in yourself, and gradually you are going to win. Because if you have faith in yourself and you trust your hard work, God is sure to reward you. Never give up. Never give up on learning as well, because till the time we are alive, we should always be open to learning. Learning keeps us growing. We keep learning, we keep growing, and we, in a way, we are also grooming ourselves. So, learning is a progressive process. I would urge you all to kind of never shut down yourself towards learning, learn a language, a skill. So you should never stop learning. This process helps you survive in this world. You should always be open to learning, because if you're not learning, you're not growing. So here it is. We're going to complete it, just a few more left, I think, center part, and we'll be done in no time. It's bright and sunny today. I mean, the whole of January has gone by being bright and sunny, and you can sense summer's coming up so terribly soon. I say terrible because I'm not a big fan of summers. I love winters, and they are gone pretty soon this time. Just been like a month, for a month, I guess, or maybe 15-20 days, you had those chills. Other than that, it has been a very comfortable winters, which again is not a good sign. Not a good sign in a lot of way. Just cover up as much space as you can, because you can't just leave it like this. Just cover up as much space as you can. You cannot leave the spaces for it to look bare. So what you can do is, the background of course is supporting a lot, but again the highlight should also be pretty clean and nice, and just let it cover up as much space as it can, so that it gives you a nice beautiful. The idea is to cover as much space as you can, making it more vivid with the use of different shades of green. Of course, the lavender has its own part to play, but this is the like the dark green is highlighting the whole thing out, so of course it has to be very defined, it has to be giving it a good support here. So we are almost done here. Most part of it is done. Maybe a few more spaces left where I can just add more definition. But I guess most of it is done now. I hope you like my work. I hope you will be supporting it. And maybe I'm also able to kind of motivate you in a way where you can start up with your hobbies. I mean, things which you have left for, which you loved doing in the past, but you have left now because of maybe because of your busy schedule or other reasons. But I hope I'm able to kind of give you an example. I myself is a housewife and I have a lot of things to do, but again, whenever I get time, I do devote some of my time to my healing. So, painting is healing for me. I hope you are able to find your ways of healing. Maybe you enjoy something else, or maybe you relax or enjoy yourself by listening to some kind of music or anything. Just find it out. Find out that spark that is a part of you, that is a very essential part of you. Just do that, find it, and maybe you are able to surpass other things. Maybe you are able to kind of take up the world in a better way. I know things are not easy for all of us, but maybe this way of relaxing or growing can give you a better life, maybe keep you more sane, keep you more organized. So find your way, find your ways of healing. With that note, I'm going to sign out now because I think we are done here. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. I'll just add a bit of black here in the center of the flowers to kind of give it more definition in the flowers as well, because then eventually they would look cute in a way together. So again, I'm using a 00 brush here. Just a few dots of black I'm using in the center of the flowers to kind of give definition to the flowers, actually, because the leaves are doing their part well. We should not ignore the flowers because they are the center of the show. So just a few dots of black in the center of the flowers just to add a bit of more definition to them as well. 2, 3, 4 dots in the center will work. Yeah, here it goes. I think we're done. So this is how I have completed the painting right in front of you. I hope you like my work. Please do share my page to your friends and family so they are also able to enjoy themselves with the kind of work that I'm doing. I hope it was relaxing, the process, because it was very relaxing for me. I hope the same for you as well. So I'm signing off now for today. Maybe I'll come back again tomorrow or day after with a better work, with a better. This is how it looks in the sunlight. I hope you like it here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Bye bye. I'm signing off for today.